There is a launch here every 18 hours. The sheer pace, quantity, quality, number of developers, number of investors, billions and billions of pounds coming in to this country. As an international investor, I get it. It's overwhelming. Where do you look? Where do you start? I was in property full time and I felt that way. So I thought, if I feel that way, how is an international investor supposed to navigate this alone? That is what we're here to do. These sessions, I help you break down exactly what's going on in the market, help you identify some incredible investment opportunities and steer you away from those that are not so hot. Essentially, I'm here to save you time, make you money. And that's what we love to do. Today is no different. And I am gonna shed some light, some insider scoop, some insider knowledge on a developer I've actually not spoken about before, not because I don't love them, just we've never got round to it. And with their new launches coming up, with their traction in the market, it's one a lot more people should be talking about. It's one that's going under the radar. It's kind of like a black horse at the moment. It is selling out quickly. It is building pace in the momentum. And when I break it down for you, you will know exactly why. If you're an investor looking for high capital appreciation, looking for high quality build, looking for security, safety in a community that's already ready-made so that you can go down there, touch, feel the community, but you're still getting an opportunity to get in early, to grow with this developer, this is a really, really good option to take a look at. Nshama, which is a community developer with their first community being Town Square. If you live here in Dubai, you probably have heard of it because it's now getting a lot of traction. It's getting a lot of demand in the market because it's actually a really, really beautiful place to live. So both tenants and end users are wanting to be in this spot. As someone who doesn't live in Dubai, I get why you've maybe not heard of it because it's very much residential. It's very much for the locals who live and work over in Dubai. It's not necessarily the tourist areas that you think of when you think of Dubai, when you think of the Palm Marina, etc. However, you're getting in with a really, really great developer, great location, is ticking a lot of boxes. Let me just jump in and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, Nshama were founded in 2014. Now the team behind Nshama have a lot of weight in the market. It gives you a lot of security, it gives you a lot of peace of mind, and it gives you an incredible vision into their future of what this developer is going to bring to Dubai. You may have heard of Emaar before, you may have heard me talk about it before. If you've been to Dubai, you'll have seen Emaar branded on every single building out here. You can't come to Dubai and not see that name splashed around. They did the Burj Khalifa, they did downtown, they did Dubai Hills. They are a master developer, government-backed, who are known for creating the most sensational communities. Mr. Emaar had a son. Emar's son created Nshama. Not only having the background that he has in terms of Emaar, in terms of build, quality, people, knowledge, vision, etc., he also stole Emar's CEO. I don't know whether it was stolen, I'm sure they're all cool. They also took Emar's CEO to create and build out this company, and Town Square has been their very first community-led. Now, when I look at the two products side by side, Emaar versus Nshama, there are a lot of similarities to note. Obviously, Emaar are known for creating incredible communities, and Town Square, this is their first community they've ever done, has a very, very much a similar feel to, I'd say, Dubai Hills, to be honest with you, which is another Emaar community. So Nshama have taken a lot of the elements from Emaar. They've taken the community aspect, which people know and love from Emaar. You go into these buildings here and it feels like Emaar. It feels high quality. You've got a lot of the same fixtures, fittings, materials. Probably a lot of the same team that you see behind Emaar are actually working with this new developer, new project, which is giving it an incredible track record. We're now at the point where this community is living, it's breathing, and is absolutely thriving. You can go down to this community, and I'd challenge anyone to go down this community and not fall in love with it. I've been there myself. I absolutely love the place. It's got an incredible family-friendly feel, all based around this park, again, which gives this feeling. A very, very close comparable would be Dubai Hills. The quality of the build of the finishes, they are very similar to Emaar. Same quality, same high standards. I'd argue an even better floor plan. But the benefit here is because it's a new name to the market and it's a new developer, they're giving investors a lot of incentives, including a much better payment plan. So let me tell you about the project itself, Town Square. Now, as I said, they've founded and started in 2014. So they have had launch after launch over the last couple of years, and now they're really starting to build traction in this community. A lot of their projects have come, gone, sold out, but there are still a lot more launches expected to come into this community over the next 12 months, and that's why I wanted to tell you about them. In terms of location, we are sat here on the map, okay? Let me zoom out. Now, the first impression most people say when I show it them on the map is, geez, hun, that looks far out. And as an international investor, when you are used to maybe visiting Dubai and you're living on the Palm and you're staying on the Palm in the marina, yes, it seems far out from those hotspots. But as someone who lives there themselves, I can quite honestly tell you, Town Square is actually a very, very great spot, full accessibility for the whole of Dubai. Let me tell you why. You are sat on this road here, which you can see is going to be a short drive from the brand new airport once that opens in the next couple of years. If I zoom in a little bit closer, I want to kind of show you exactly where we're sat, because we've got the likes of Emaar Oasis sat on this plot of land very, very close. You've got Jumeirah Golf Estates, which is a high-end, prestigious golf course community. You've got Emaar Oasis, which has launched more recently, which is an exclusive Emaar community with starting prices there of 15 million AED. For my Great British guys, that's 3 million. Again, a very exclusive, very high-end area. Emaar have identified this as a real hotspot for a few reasons. There's the metro line coming in, you're close to the new airport, and on top of that, there's also going to be the Etihad Rail, which is due to come right the way through here, which is the new super fast train taking you from Dubai to Abu Dhabi in 30 minutes. So in terms of Town Square and Town Park, when people go, oh, it looks far out, I'm like, it looks far out from what? Because if you're working around here, if you're living around here, if you need access to all these public transports, then I promise you, don't worry about it being far out, because as a local here, you are in a really good spot if we look at the whole of Dubai, because you're going to be sat between the new airport, between downtown. So it gives you accessibility to everything that's going on. When people are a new player to the game, they have to give investors advantages because they've not got the track record yet of delivering. However, we're at a stage now in Town Square where they have handed over on a lot of stuff. It's now a thriving community. I've been down there. People are renting out there all day, every day. It's loved by end users, renters, so it gives us a bit of a vision and a bit of a flavour. So when I say this is for my investors that are looking for security, coming into a community that's already set up, that has all the amenities, that has the schools, that has the restaurants, the bars, that has the community feeling with people already living there, gives you a sense of security, because you can touch, feel, and go and visit this project to see if you like it or not. You're not buying completely blind, off plan in a patch of desert. I'll show you. It's a thriving community. Here's some of the photos that you can see. They've got parks, they've got running tracks, they've got gyms, they've got pools, they've got all the good stuff. They have incredible celebrations. They've actually do nightly markets there with food trucks. They've created an incredible family-friendly place. You can see they've got dog parks. They have shuttle buses for everyone in the community, so you can jump around to all the different amenities, especially in summer in Dubai. This is like a godsend. You've got sporting facilities, you've got clubhouses, you've got co-working space, you've got paddle courts, you've got all your shops already in there, you've got groceries, you've got pizza places, Krispy Kreme, Five Guys, all the good stuff that you know and love. You actually do not need to leave this community. It's got everything that you need. It's got the barbers, it's got the hairdressers, it's got all the beautiful green spaces for the kids. It's a very much a family-led area. Lots of events going on. You've got it's all sat around this park. You've got sporting events, activities, again, loads of different amenities for all the children. So you can see why people like living here. Let me show you some of the events, because they really go all out on creating a community vibe. And this is free, this is included for everyone who lives and owns in Town Square. And they do that because by doing that, creating a great place to live attracts tenants, it attracts buyers, and helps the capital appreciation soar on that as well. You can see some of the types of events they put on as well. They've got Mother's Day celebrations, run clubs, Christmas tree, New Year's, everything that's going on. It's a really, really vibrant community. It's already thriving. It ticks a lot of boxes, and it gives us we've now got a track record. We can see what's happening in the market. We can see the reception that it's having in the market and how people liking it and how the capital appreciation has grown, giving us a lot of confidence as investors as well. Okay, so what can you expect to see from investments over here? This is the latest launch, and as I said, there's going to be multiple launches throughout the next 12 months. Now, one thing is for sure, with a master community, they start to set the prices, which helps investors build in their capital appreciation, because you know with every launch that comes out, prices are slightly bumped up, helping you build that capital appreciation, because you know if the building next door is going for slightly more, that helps raise the price of the project that you've just bought previously. So it always benefits you to get in as early as possible. This is Augusta, a beautiful, beautiful product. You can see here, this actually really helps demonstrate the master plan and everything that's going on. All set around this park. You've got schools, you've got hospitals, you've got nurseries, you've got all the retail shops, you've got restaurants. Again, it's a living, breathing, thriving community. So Augusta is going to sit here in terms of the bigger master plan. And you can see here some of the types of facilities we're going to expect to see. 50,000 square meters of town square park. You've got so much greenery in there, which is beautiful. I think Dubai gets a bad reputation of not having this outdoor space and this feeling of tranquility and greenery, and this is definitely including all of that. You've got 250 plus retail outlets, 10 km running tracks, cycle tracks, sports arenas, all the good stuff that you've got going on. The schools, you really just don't have to leave. You can see here, again, everything that's going on. Swimming pools, gyms, basketball courts, carousels, barbecue areas, jogging tracks, football pitch, splash pad, paddle courts, pharmacist clinic, pet shop, everything that you could ever want to keep the kids, to keep everyone happy, vibrant, thriving. Again, there are a lot of similarities between this project and those we've seen with Emaar. The leaders behind it, the visionaries behind it have incredible contacts, suppliers. So if you like Emaar build, Emaar quality, this is a very, very similar comparable, but we're getting a lot of advantages because it's a new developer to the market. We're getting the advantages of being a much better payment plan, lower price points, and getting in early. The finishes you can expect to see, again, gyms are always included in the apartments. You're going to have the pools. So you've got facilities in your own building, but also in the wider community that you get access to as well. Floor plans, some of the floor plans that we can expect to see. So this is a typical one bedroom. You come in, you've got your living room, your dining room, your kitchen, balcony, room for your laundry, which is always really, really nice, your powder room, your master bedroom, lots of storage in terms of wardrobe space, and the bathroom. Again, everything's very much thought about. It all sounds great, but Katie, how much is this going to cost me? Very, very good question. I like your style. So let's jump to the numbers, okay? We've got a 50-50 payment plan. There's no studios in this project at all. Again, very similar to Emaar. They don't believe in them. They don't want that type of clientele in this community. So it's 1, 2, and 3 bedroomed apartments. They'll all be very, very popular because it's a community area. The 2 and 3 bedrooms are actually more popular in this development than other developments I've seen. Usually it's the 1 beds that go first, but here 2 and 3 are super popular because they know the types of people that are living in here are families. Let's take an entry point price in this new project. This is a 1 bedroom, so the floor plans that we've just shown you. The 1 bedroom starting price are 950,000 AED. I've always do the Great British translation here for you because I know a lot of you guys are looking at that side of things. So it's coming in around £200,000 for a 1 bedroom apartment. One of the greatest selling points about this is the payment plan, making it very accessible, making it very, very flexible across the build and the construction stage. So 10% to book your unit, and with that you need your 4% DLD up front. So you're going to need 20,000, in rough terms, basically the guts of 20,000 Great British pounds to book your unit. And then you've got your DLD, which is 4%. This is equivalent of your stamp duty. This is absolutely required for all projects over in Dubai. Then you have your admin fee. This is very, very typical, very standard, just for all the contracts, etc. So you're looking there at the guts of £30,000 to secure your unit. You've then got 2 months to get the next 10%. Usually in Dubai, you need 20% to book your unit. In actual fact, here they're doing 10% to book your unit, and then you've got another 2 months to get the other final 10%. So all in all, cash up front, you're gonna need about £50,000, okay? After that point, you're then putting a payment plan for the next 30% of the payments that are due. So your next payment, you don't need to worry about it until January next year, where a further 10% is due. And basically every 6 months, you've got a further 10% for a total of 18 months. So January 2026, 20K, July another 20K. And then in January of 2027, you've got your final 20K before handover and completion. When I sit down with clients and work this out, this is working out at roughly, if clients are putting away £3,300 per month, and that is paying for this payment plan. When you break it down like that, it really, really helps those people that have businesses who are working on the cash flow. How much do they need to put away each month to put that in? If you've got £50,000 and you can afford £3,000 per month, this is going to be for you. You can get in. Maybe you have that cash and that capital already sat there and you can just pay it once the payment plans are due. Then absolutely brilliant. Then once we get to handover, it's January 2028. This is due to handover. Again, another plus for this project, because some projects right now I'm seeing in Dubai don't hand over till 2029, 2030. This is handing over right at the start of 2028. This point, this final payment is mortgageable, which is brilliant. So if you want to go down the mortgage option, 3 months before completion, we pop you in touch with a broker. You can get your product in place so that on handover, you pay that final 50% with a mortgage, you get the keys, the property's yours, you can then start renting it out. So in terms of the payment plan, that's what it breaks down, that's what it looks like. That final payment is mortgageable. And it's super easy whether you're an international investor or a UK investor. Also, something to note is that the purchase price on here would mean you qualify for a visa, which gives you a lot of benefits associated with investing in Dubai as well. Another lovely plus of the project. So you've secured the property, you've put about 50K down, you've done £3,000 a month for 18 months. Dreamy. The property is now yours. What are we getting in terms of rental yields? Very, very good question. Now, because it's a completed community, it gives us a lot of insights in terms of what we can expect to see on rent here. Now, I am the type of investor that would always prefer to under-promise, over-deliver. So I'm going to get you the live data. If I go to Town Square, so you can see for yourself exactly what this is going to look like. We're going to go to rent, we're going to go to 1 bedrooms, and we're going to go to all the new contracts that have the most recent new contracts that have gone on for rent for 1 beds in the area. And you can see here the figures that we're working with, okay? So we have got 55,000, 60,000, and this is AED for the year in terms of rental income, okay? So probably as low as 55,000, right the way up to 75,000. So yeah, between 55,000 and 75,000 seems to be the general average in the area, and that is today. So if we take the halfway point then, and I've put 65,000 in there, service charges need to be considered in this project. It's between 16 and 18 AED per square foot. So I've gone halfway house again. To work out what service charges are so that we can work with the net figures, what we're going to walk away with. With 65,000 AED on this 1 bedroom property, you're going to be getting 13,000 Great British pounds per year, and you're sitting at 6.84% yield. Pretty strong, right? Now, this is very, very conservative, worst day scenario based on today's rates. Remember, Dubai's property market is absolutely thriving. Typically, we see rates increase 10% every single year in terms of the rental yield. Now, in 3 years' time, I would put my life savings on the fact that you're going to get more than this. If I was to up that to 75, which we actually saw some live data there, you're looking at nearly 8%. Do we go as far as to say 80? Some 1 beds in Dubai Hills, which is a very close comparison, are going for 80, 8.4%. You can mess around with these numbers to understand what you can expect to see, but I'd prefer you to be happy with worst case scenario, because on worst case scenario, you have you have a property which is cash flowing at 6.8% net yield. Remember, this is tax-free income, so there's nothing else to come out of that money. That is all yours. You've got an asset in Dubai, which typically capital appreciates. Last year, on average in Dubai, capital appreciation was 27.5%. You're getting your yield, you're getting your capital appreciation associated with Dubai, you're getting into a top tier product with an incredible people behind it. This development, this community, this opportunity gives you a chance to get in with an incredible developer very, very early on. However, we've mitigated the risk by actually seeing the track record, by actually knowing they're able to deliver, by knowing the people behind it, by having those insights to know actually it's Emaar's concept, vision, staff, team, knowledge, everything they've taken from that and implemented here, but you're actually being able to access a very similar product for a lower price point, better payment plan in a thriving community. Guys, for me, it ticks a lot of boxes. There's no wonder this is actually a thriving community, why it's getting a lot of traction in the market, and I wanted you to make sure you have all the information on it so that you can make informed decisions. If you want any more information on this, if you want brochures, floor plans, I've got all the details. I can even send you this spreadsheet if it's of any help. Use the links around this video. I will give you all the information that you need, help you navigate it all. Any questions that you have, whether you're new to starting out and investing or you're looking to grow and scale your portfolio, that is what I'm here to do. Use the links around this video, jump on in, let's have a chat, and I will see you on the next one.